hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching from. How are you today? Hope you're all doing well. Mm. Hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching from. How are you today? If this is your first time seeing this face, I'm Cecilia. Yes, I'm Cecilia Mbullah. I live in London, England, and on this channel we talk about relationships, all things relationships. We talk about dating. We talk about fashion. I love fashion. So we talk about fashion as well. So it's relationships, it's dating, it's fashion, and comedy. Yes, that is what we talk on this space. That is what we discuss on this space. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How are you today? Happy weekend. If this is your first time on this channel, how are you? How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Happy weekend. Happy bank holiday weekend. We have 3 days off in the UK. 3 days off. Yay. Hello. How are you doing today? Happy weekend. Yeah, this is the vibe. Happy weekend. How are you today? How are you today? Hope you're doing well. If this is your first time seeing me, I'm Cecilia. I live in London, and on this channel we talk about relationships, we talk about dating, relationships, we talk about fashion. I love fashion. Really, I love fashion. So we talk about fashion and comedy. We infuse a bit of comedy every now and then, and sometimes I do stand-up comedy. So that is what we talk about on this space. How are you today? Where are you watching from? Please let us know where you're watching from. On today's episode, we are going to be talking about everything relationship, dating, So you can ask your questions, we can talk. I'm going to be sharing a lot about me. We are going to be doing a question and answer session, but not today. If this is your first time, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, so we can always catch up, And one thing, don't forget to look good. Look good for you. Don't forget. Yes. Pinky, let's don't forget to look good. Come, let's do this thing. Don't forget to look good. You're looking good for yourself. Don't buy your nice clothes and keep them in your closet. Put them on. Use them. Spray your perfumes. Use your perfumes. Wear your clothes. Look good. Smell good. Yes, you're doing it for you. Remember that. Don't forget. It doesn't take so much time for you to dress up. If you can arrange your clothes in advance, you will be able to look good. Not all the time. I'm not asking you to buy expensive clothes. No. Just get clothes that fit your body type. Thrift shops in America, that's how they call it in America. Yeah, thrift shops. You've got charity shops. You don't need to buy very expensive clothes to look fabulous and to feel good about yourself. So make sure you buy good clothes and make sure you dress up well, look good, smell good. Remember, you're not doing it for anyone, you're doing it for yourself. Good? Are we good with that? How are you today? Let me know how you're doing today on the comment section below. If this is your first time, I'm Cecilia. I live in London, England. And on this space, we talk about everything relationships. We talk about dating. We talk about fashion. I love fashion. And we talk about comedy. Okay. So let's start. Where should we start? Because we are talking about everything relationship. relationships. If you have questions, ask me and I'll answer them. You know, if you have questions about relationships, ask me. I'm here, I will answer them. Yeah. On the comment section below, I will answer them. You are going to know more about me in the future. As we talk, you will know more about me. But I think I know a thing or two about relationships. Yes, I do. I know. Okay. Let's talk about how you know if you're dating someone, if you're a woman watching this video and you're dating a man, you know, and you want to know if, you know, he's using you, because not all men that you see out there are genuine. A lot of men are genuine, but not all of them. So how do you know if a man is using you? You're dating someone and his phone is always on flight mode. Come on. Why is his phone always on flight mode? Why is his phone never vibrating, never ringing when he's with you? He is not a pilot. Come on. You have to ask him, come on, baby boy, you are not a pilot. Why is your phone always on flight mode? Tell us. We want to know. You want to know. You want to find out. Don't sit quiet. Don't know. Find out, because it's your life. It's part of your life. So don't waste your time with anyone who would put their phone on silent. You're with someone for 2 years, 3 years, and their mobile phone never rings. Let me tell you, I dated a guy like that. Hope he doesn't come across this video. You know, his phone never rang. Never, ever, ever, ever. I was like, come on, you have a mobile phone. It never rings. What is happening? Why is your mobile phone always away? Why does it never ring? Baby boy, you're not a pilot. And he just started smiling, you know. But this guy was a player. He was a big player. He could keep 5 ladies and you would never know. You know, he was a big player. So I know when a man is playing with a woman. I know them. I know all the signs, you know. This guy, I think he's still a player, but, you know, he was a big time player. He could play 6 ladies at the same time, and you would never know. And you know, most players are very sweet. They are very sweet, you know. And those that are sweet, they've got sweet tongue. They'll sweet tongue you. They'll speak to you nicely, you know. So you would think, oh my God, I don't want to lose this guy because, you know, he talks well. He knows how to sweet talk me. He knows the kind of things I like. But baby girl, he is never going to settle with you. He's a player. He is a player. Once a player, always a player. So, okay. So if he is hiding his phone from you, if his phone never rings, you know, red flag. Why is his phone never ringing? He's not a pilot. Why? You have to, why? You know? And then another thing is he would ghost you. He goes away, you don't hear from him. You have to find out if you're dating a guy and you don't hear from him for about 4 weeks, you know, you don't hear anything from him, baby boy, are you a ghost? He's ghosting you. You have to find out. He might be an actual ghost. Like, he might have 2 families, or he might have 2 girlfriends, one normal one in real life and another one in ghost land. So find out, why is he ghosting you? Why does he disappear on you and then come back? You know, what is happening? No, he is using you. You know, those are the signs. You know, they are you know what? Sometimes these men will show you the signs. You will see them, but you will not believe them because they're too nice. These guys are nice guys. So when they show you the signs, you don't want to believe them. You're like, oh my God, this guy is too nice to be this person. No, that is exactly who he is, you know. So these are some of the signs for you to know that you are dating a guy who is using you, you know. Another one is he will tell you, oh, baby girl, don't call me. Leave the calling with me. Come on. Are you kidding me? Leave the calling with you. No, I'm calling you. You can't date someone who tells you to leave the calling with them. Baby girl, you know I love you so much. Don't bother calling me. I will do the calling. Ah? Seriously? You will do the calling? No, no, no. It's a two-way thing. You know, you call me and I call you. So if you're dating someone who tells you, baby girl, leave the calling with me, know that he's using you. He's using you. Why? Why don't you want me to call you? What are you hiding? You know, where are you hiding? So just know he might be dating someone else. You might be an option, you know, like a side dish. He's just, you know, he's just using you or coming to you whenever he needs anything extra. You know, another thing a man would do when he's using you is he will tell you, baby girl, if you know you truly love me, give me your bank card to keep it for you. I want to know your PIN code. He's asking for your PIN code. If you know you truly love me and you trust me, give me your PIN code. Do not give him. Do not give him your PIN code. He would because he's showing you some of these signs. You see them, but when he goes, baby girl, if you know you truly love me, prove to me by giving me your PIN code. Anybody who truly loves you will never ask for your PIN code. They will never ask you to do something to prove to them that you love them. If anyone does that, no, they do not love you. No, they are using you. You might be an option. So please don't. I remember a case whereby this guy had a wife somewhere and he was dating another girl that I knew. And he kept asking for her bank card. Most of the time, this guy had this girl's bank card. He was married, but he had this other lady's bank card, the side chick. But she never knew. You know, she never knew the guy was married, you know. So sometimes when a man starts, you know, requesting for these type of things like your PIN, your bank card, no, he is playing games. He's using you. These are some of the signs. Know them. When you see them, please pack your tools, pack your utensils, pack your bra, pack your nightie, and run away. Go away, run away. And you know what? You will get someone who loves you for who you are. Don't occupy that space, that precious space in your life with somebody, or don't let someone who doesn't love you occupy that precious space in your life. Tell them to go away. You know, another thing a man will do if he's playing with you is he will tell you, you don't need to know where I live. It's okay. I'll always come to you. I will visit you. I will spend the weekend with you. I will spend time with you, but you cannot visit me. Really? So you can come to me, but I cannot come to you. You're dating a guy for 3, 4, 5 years and you don't know where he lives. No, it is not correct. That is a sign. You might think this does not happen. It happens in real life. I know of this lady at work who was dating this guy, and for about 2 years, and she never knew where he lived because he kept telling her these stories. Oh, you know, I live with my parents. You know, they will not let you come in, so let me always come to you. I'll come to you. I've got the time. You know, and he used to do a lot for the lady. He used to do her shopping. You know, not with his money, with her bank card. And later on, she found out that he was married with kids. You know. Again, not all men are like this, you know, but these are some of the signs that men would show you when they are using you. These are some of the signs you have to look out for. When you see these signs, please pack your tools, pack your utensils, just pack your things and leave, because he's using you. He is using you. Why would you date someone who would not want you to come where they live? They would always come to you, but you cannot visit them. It's not right. What do you think? Say something on the comment section. What do you think? I'm not alone here. I'm not talking to myself, am I? Please, what do you think? Have you had any of these experiences before? Let us know on the comment section. Have you got any questions? Let me know on the comment section. And if this is your first time on this channel, I'm Cecilia. I live in London, England. And on this channel, we talk about fashion. I love fashion. So we talk about fashion. I change, I do different outfits. I love colors, as you can see from my hair. So if you go through my videos, you would see I do show different outfits, different clothing. I love colors. We talk about relationships as well on this channel, dating, relationships, and we infuse comedy every now and again. And I do stand-up comedy every now and again. Okay, what else will the man do when he's using you? When a man is using you, he would not want to make commitments. He would not want to make long-term commitments. Let's say you're dating a man for 3 years, and come on, you're dating this guy for 3 years. You've fallen head over heels for him, and you can clearly see that he loves you. He's always with you, but you need to help with AI, with voice recognition. Okay, yes, I will do that, please. Ralph, yes, Ralph, I'll do that. Thank you very much for your in retracted. Oh, I get that. You don't need to retract your comment. It's okay. I got that. Thank you very much. I will look into that. AI for voice recognition. I'll look into that and I will do it next time. Thanks very much for your recommendation. I do appreciate you immensely. Please, if you've got any comments, do leave them on the comment section. I really do appreciate your feedback, because we learn from your feedback. That is why I come here, I go straight, I go on my live videos. I'm like, I'm going live. I'm not holding myself back. No one is perfect, but if you think there's anything I can improve on, let me know on the comment section below. That is how we learn and that is how we grow. And I really do welcome feedback, and I will take your recommendations. Let's see. Okay, I think what else? So if, for example, you're dating a guy and you've been dating for 3 years and he doesn't want to settle down with you, and he says, oh, it's not yet time to settle down, he's not ready after 3 years, just know that he doesn't want to settle down with you. Because if a man wants to settle down with you, he will not tell you, take it easy, don't be in a rush after 4 or 5 years. If you're with a man for 5 years, or if you've been with a man for 5 years and he keeps telling you, don't rush, let's take it easy, because he doesn't want commitments, he doesn't want to be committed to that relationship, he doesn't want to take the relationship to the next level, I think you should leave. You shouldn't stay there and waste your own time. Don't stay there and waste your time if you're dating someone who doesn't want to take the relationship to the next level. And then if you're dating a guy who always says, let's say you're dating someone and you have an argument, and every time you have an argument, he goes, you know what, you can leave. It's okay, you can leave. I don't even know what I'm doing with you. You can leave. And sometimes they will tell you, if you leave, no one is going to date you, because they want to beat your confidence. There's some men like that. Again, not all men are like these. So I'm just sharing with you today some of the signs, for you to tell if a man is using you. So if a man is using you, he will say some of these things or do some of these things. So that is what we are discussing here today if you're just joining. So if a man is using you, he would go, you know what, you can leave. You can leave at any time. So when you're dating a guy and he says you can leave, let me sit down. Okay, let me sit down. Good. Yeah. So if you are dating a guy and every time he gets angry, he says, you know what, you can leave, then know that he's not taking you seriously and you should leave. Because if you're dating a man who tells you you can leave every time you have an argument, he tells you, you know what, you can leave, you can go, I don't know what you're doing here, just know that he is using you. When he finds someone that he truly loves, he's going to dump you. So if you are in a relationship and your boyfriend keeps telling you to leave every time you have an argument, leave, go, I don't know what you're doing here, just know that he is using you. Once he finds someone who's got his spec, who's got everything that he wants from a woman, he will drop you and he will tell you he doesn't want to be with you anymore. So these are some of the signs that you should take note of. If you're dating someone and they are showing these signs and they're doing some of these things that I have mentioned and some of the things I'm going to mention, just know that they are using you. They don't want to be with you. They are playing with you. If you are dating someone who doesn't want you to meet their family, they don't want you to meet their friends, they don't want you to meet their family members, they don't want you to meet their colleagues, nothing, just know why would you date someone for 4 years and you don't know anybody, that he knows? You don't know his family members, you don't know his sisters, his brothers, his friends, even one friend. At least you should know one of his friends. At least you should meet one of his friends. If he hides everyone from you, come on, guy. Are you a spirit? Are you a ghost? Because if you are a real human being, you should interact with people. You must have family. You must have friends. Even if you're from another country, you must have family and friends, So if you're dating someone who tells you you don't have to meet family or friends and you've dated them for some time, and you've fallen in love with them, it happens. You've fallen in love with them, you love them, you're sharing a lot with them. They visit you, you visit them, but then you don't know anyone from his side. You don't know his friends, his family. Come on. What is he hiding? Why have you not met his friends? You have to ask him, where are your friends? Where are your family? No one is an island. You must have friends. You must have family members. You must ask them and ask them, come on, baby boy, are you a ghost? You never can tell. You don't ask him. You have to ask questions to know. No one is an island. He is not a ghost. If he's not a ghost, you want to see his family and friends, because sometimes you might be dating a guy. I remember, if you watched, there was this program on TV that's in the UK, and this guy came on TV and said his dad had 2 families. He never knew he had sisters and brothers. Grown-ups, he never knew. So some men will keep 2 women. You would never know. So if he's hiding his family, friends from you, there is more to that. There's more to that. You have to find out. He might be using you. You might be his side dish. He's using you. And for all I know, you might think, you know what, this is a lovely guy. I love him. He comes to me all the time. He loves me. That is why he comes to me all the time. But he comes to you because he doesn't want to take you to where he lives. He comes to you all the time because he's hiding a lot. If he's not hiding a lot, he would take you to where he lives. Another thing is, Some men will rent, some men go as far as renting a separate apartment somewhere. They would take you there, but you would find out that the place is scanty. They don't have a lot of things in that apartment. That is just a playhouse for them. They have their family somewhere. They would always take you to the play apartment. You would think, oh, he's taking me to his place, but that is not his place. It's just a play place where he takes his girlfriends to. So you might think, find out, ask questions. Don't stay quiet. Ask questions. You have to be sure no one is going to look after you. Remember that. You have to look after yourself. Above 18, you have to look after yourself. So you have to look out for these red flags. You have to look out, for these things. Check, check for yourself. Why is this happening? Why have I not seen one of his friends? Why has he has got family members? You have to find out for yourself. Don't sit quietly. Find out for yourself. Don't be used and dumped. In today's world, people will use you and dump you if you don't look after yourself. Again, I repeat, not all men are like this. You have a lot of decent men out there, a lot of respectful men out there. But some of these signs that I am putting out today are signs you must look out for. That a lot of men as well out there who are out to use women. So make sure you're not used and dumped. Take care of yourself. You have to look after yourself, please. No one will look after you. You have the responsibility as an adult to take care of yourself. And do not let anyone just use you whenever they like and dump you whenever they like. Again, yeah, so I think those are some of the points, because I had 5 points. If a man is using you, he will say or do some of these things. So I had 5 points. If you're joining, sometimes they'll tell you to prove, so if you are dating a guy who tells you to prove that you love them by doing something that you normally do not do, something you don't want to do, something that is out of character for you, he knows that you don't want to do it. He will tell you to do it to prove to him that you love him. I don't think you should do it, because anyone who loves you will not tell you or will not ask you to do something that you don't want to do to prove to them that you love them. It doesn't work that way. And this leads me to, if you don't let anyone make you think they have to validate you. No, he mustn't tell you, do this to prove that you love me. Don't give anyone that power over you. Do not give anyone that power over you to tell you, do this, do that to prove to me. Some men will tell you to give them your bank PIN. If you have 6 cards, can you give me your PIN codes so I keep them just to prove to me that you love me? No, don't do it. Do not do it. It's not right. Don't prove to anyone that you love them by doing something that you do not want to do. It's unnecessary. It's unreal. It's fake love. It's, don't. It's a no. It leads me to validation, because that is why I always talk about self-love and validation. You do not give anyone the power to validate you, because you know yourself best. You know who you are. You know your value. You know your worth. So do not let anybody out there to validate you. Don't give anyone the power to validate you. Don't give anyone the power, to just don't give anyone that power to validate you. It's very important. I talk about self-love. I talk about validation because sometimes, because of the way we were brought up, because of the way from when we are small, or from when we are kids growing up, there are certain things they'll tell you you can't do, and there are certain things they'll tell you can do. So it makes us, when growing up as kids, it makes you have doubts in yourself. Sometimes you don't you want to find out from people. It's okay. You want to find out from people, if certain decisions or certain things you are doing are correct, are right. But then when you grow up to a certain level, when you're over 18, I think you have to start asking yourself questions, because the worst thing you can do to yourself is to give other people the power to validate you. Do not give people, it's like betraying yourself. The best way of betraying yourself is giving other people the power to validate you. Don't give people that power to validate you. Remember, no one knows you the way you know yourself. You know yourself best. You know your thoughts. You know you in and out. So why should you give someone else the power to validate you? Even your parents, you cannot give your parents the power to validate you. The only person who has got the power to validate you is you. Okay, so that is today's topic, about relationships. Let's see, we talked about ghosting and don't call. Yeah, we talked about men telling you not to call them. When a man tells you not to call him, that he will do the calling, please know there's something wrong somewhere. Why does he not want you to call him? If a man's phone is always on flight mode, his phone is always on flight mode, he's not a pilot. Baby boy, you're not a pilot. Why does your phone never ring? Why is your phone always on flight mode? Come on. You have to ask questions. Don't just sit there quietly and think, oh, you want to be a nice lady. Sometimes it's good to be a nice, good girl. But you know what? Sometimes, it's a no. I'm not saying you shouldn't be good. You should be good, stay good, but know these signs, know when to stay and know when to walk away. Know when to pack your baggages, tools, and leave. It's very important. It's you looking after yourself. It's you looking after your mental health. Don't let anyone out there play with your mental health, because someone will tell you, you might love someone so very much, and they would show you that they love you. Meanwhile, you're just a side chick, you're just there on the side. They do not take you seriously, but you do not know because you listen to what they say. Sometimes you have to listen, but watch their actions. It's very important to watch people's action, because action speaks louder than words. Someone might tell you, I love you, but they never call you. They'll tell you, I love you, but they just ghost you. They love you, So I think that is it for today. Okay, let's have a recap of today's topic today. Today let's see. Okay, let me have a drink. Hello. How are you today? Good morning, good afternoon. How are you today? Hope you're all doing well. Where are you watching from? Hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Wherever you're watching from, how are you today? Hope you're all doing well. On today's episode, we are talking about things a man will say or do if he is using you. If a man is using you, he would say some of these things or do some of these things. If this is your first time seeing this face, I'm Cecilia Mbullah, and I'm broadcasting live from London, England. And on this channel, we talk about relationships, we talk about dating, we talk about fashion. I love fashion. and a bit of comedy. I do stand-up comedy as well. So good afternoon and happy weekend to you. So on today's channel, on today's episode, we are talking about 5 things a man will do or say if he is using you. Remember, not all men are players, but you have a lot of players out there. So I'm going to be sharing with you 5 points or 5 signs for you to check, red flags for you to check. If you see these signs, know that he is using you. If his phone is always on flight mode, if his phone never rings when he's with you, know that there is something wrong somewhere. If it's a one-off, that is fine. But if you're dating a guy for 1 year and his phone never ever rings when you're with him, know there is a problem. So please check, put your eyes down and check. Ask him. You have to ask him, baby boy, you are not a pilot. Why is your phone always on flight mode? Why does your phone never ring? I'm not saying you should check his phone, like show me your phone and things like that. You're not doing this on the 1, you're not doing this on the 2. Let's say you're dating someone for a year and you find 6 months and his phone never rings. You have to find out. For all I know, you could be a side chick. For all I know, he could be playing with you. You might just be his play toy. And you might end up falling in love with this guy who doesn't take you seriously, who has got you as his side chick. And you will just be there. You will be played and dumped whenever he finds someone that he truly loves. So that's the first point. The second point is, if you're dating someone for 2 years, 3 years, and he tells you don't be in a rush, whenever you want both of you to take the relationship to the next level, just know that there is something wrong somewhere. You have to check. The next thing is, if he doesn't want you to know where he lives, he's hiding his address, he's hiding his postcode, he's hiding everything. He doesn't want you to know where he lives, and you've never visited him, know that he's playing with you. How can you date someone and you don't know where they live? So if you're dating someone and you do not know where they live, know that they are playing you, especially if you've dated them for a year. You've dated a man for 1 year and he doesn't want you to visit him. He doesn't want you to know his postcode, where he lives, where he works. No, there is an issue. Please put your eyes down and check, just check. You just have to check so you don't fall in love with someone who is playing with you. Another thing is, he will not let you meet his friends and family. So if you're dating someone who wouldn't let you meet his friends and family, that is a red flag. He did 2 years and you haven't met just one of his friends, then there is a problem. I think that is about it for today. We've come to the end of today's episode. Thanks very much for sharing your time with me today. I do appreciate your time. I don't take you for granted. And please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. Please go onto my channel. I've got lots of videos on relationships. I've got on dating, and on fashion. I love fashion as well. And please, this is my book. It's on Amazon, 7 Lessons from My Father. And it's $9.99 for the hard copy, and it's 0.99p for the Kindle copy. It's on Amazon. Please go support a sister. This book talks about self-love. It talks about identity, which is important. Self-love. You have to love yourself. You have to learn how to love yourself and relearn how to love yourself. It talks about self-rescue. Remember your own rescue. So these are some of the lessons my dad passed on to me. My dad passed on when I was in primary school, but he passed on some valuable lessons to me. And in this book, I've shared 7 of those lessons my dad passed on to me, and I've wrapped them in 7 beautiful stories from my childhood. So I think that is about it for today. Have a fabulous weekend. You take care of yourself. All the best always. And until next time, here is your girl Cecilia Mbullah, also known as Lady C. Thank you very much, and bye-bye for now. Bye-bye. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, please, so we can chat, we can talk, we can get to know each other. Yeah. Oh, hello, hello, hello. Thank you. Thank you very much. Take care. All the best always. Look after yourself. Don't forget to dress up, look good, and smell good. Thank you, and bye-bye for now. Bye. Bye-bye. Thank you. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you, and bye-bye for now.